quality management system, also referred to as a QMS, is a structured system of processes and procedures that cover both product-related and organizational-related systems. Product-related systems include the control of design, control of manufacturing, control of handling, storage, and distribution of your medical device. And within an organization, the systems cover management responsibility and dissemination of information across the company to ensure that control of product and control of the medical device from start to finish. Historically, quality management systems have been paper-based, but there is a move recently towards electronic quality management systems, also known as EQMS. Kapstone uses a platform and has developed a quality management system compliant to both paper and electronic-based systems. Knowing what type of quality management system is needed is really using one of my favorite answers: it depends. It depends on where you want to distribute, it depends on the life cycle of the medical device, it depends on the role of the organization. So thinking about distributing in the United States, there's two main quality management systems that are needed or can be used. One is required, the FDA Quality System Regulations, also known as 21 CFR 820. And then also there's a voluntary standard called ISO 13485, which focuses on medical device quality management systems. The FDA QSR, or 21 CFR 820, is around regulation and patient safety, whereas ISO 13485 is really a process-based and more customer and regulatory requirement oriented. When distributing into Europe, there are a few considerations. The medical device regulations require a quality management system, and using ISO 13485 will allow you to meet the requirements. However, there are additional requirements to remember, such as certain post-market activities. When Kapstone is developing a quality management system for you, we are thinking about how you currently do business. We don't want to change your organization to suit us. We're going to develop a quality management system that suits you. If you have a new idea for a medical device, knowing where to start in your quality management system can be hard. And again, I'm using my answer of it depends where you need to start. When you're developing a new idea, you need to think about the controls that you want to have in place, such as, I want to know how to design my device. I want to ensure that the materials I use come from a controlled supplier. So those are the types of things that you're going to put in place first for your quality management system. So what I recommend is starting with design controls, purchasing controls, and of course having a way of managing your documentation and your records. So document controls and record controls. I want to touch on design controls a little bit more. This is a really important part of your design and development process. A design history file is a compilation of all the records that were developed or created as you designed your device. It comes from user needs, design inputs, your outputs such as your specifications, and really how you tested your device. But most importantly, if you do the work up front, it really forms the basis of any of your submissions to the regulatory bodies or notified bodies. So a question that I'm asked all the time is, what does the FDA do when they come and perform an inspection, and what happens if I'm found to be non-compliant? So don't worry about that. Firstly, Kapstone will have developed a compliant quality management system for you, and we're also available for any inspections that may occur, keeping in mind that some may be unannounced. So there are various types of inspections that can occur. A surveillance audit, which is really just a periodic monitoring of your quality management system and your product. There's also a for cause inspection, which may occur as a result of something that you were responsible for, or even a supplier was responsible for. And lastly, there's also an audit or inspection as part of your submission. This doesn't occur very often with a 510K, but every time or with a PMA. When an FDA inspection occurs, the FDA inspectors use a guideline called the Cert Approach, or Quality System Inspection Technique. This helps them focus on 4 main subsystems, and then the other 3 of the 7 main subsystems get brought in terms of records and material controls, etc. So those 4 main ones that they focus on are management, design, production and process controls, and corrective and preventive actions. So what happens if you're found to be non-compliant? There are various outcomes at the end of an inspection. Many times a company will receive what's called a Form 483 or an observation. A Form 483 is issued at the end of an inspection and is a formal documentation of a system that's found to be non-compliant, or there's objective evidence that something was non-compliant. A Form 483 requires a formal response to the FDA, and once it's reviewed by higher level FDA officials, it may result in a warning letter, or it can be accepted as is and the 483 is closed out. A warning letter is just an escalated observation. It requires a formal plan, and your inspection report will not be issued unless that has been shown to be closed out. More serious outcomes can include seizures, injunctions, and criminal prosecution. Kapstone has many years of experience in responding to and communicating with the FDA. We can assist you in responding and ensuring your corrective action plan is accepted, and that you continue to demonstrate that your quality management system is compliant. The best way to have a favorable outcome at the end of an inspection is prevention. Design your quality management system so that it's compliant, and ensure that implementation of your quality management system results in objective evidence that shows that you know what you're doing. That's what quality management systems are, and that's what Kapstone can do for you.